KingCobraJFS is an internet legend you've likely seen on YouTube before but don't know his whole story.
KingCobraJFS here, back at it with another video.
KingCobraJFS is an internet eccentric that has been posting videos online for over a decade at this point. A simple Google search of his name will show you images of a grimy man in his apartment, likely to leave you with more questions than answers. Join me today as I tell you the story of Joshua Saunders, better known as his internet handle KingCobraJFS, or Cobes for short. He is a self-proclaimed gothic bad boy with a multitude of talents that includes cooking.
Okay, look at that. Bacon, cheeseburger with pork brains and bugs.
Ventriloquism.
Silent fart. God damn it, Sean, what the hell did you eat?
And even playing the guitar.
I'm so good at guitar, it's a wonder I'm not swimming in pussy right now. I'm just saying.
He's a self-proclaimed autistic wizard that lives life by his own set of rules. This is the story of YouTube's gothic bad boy, KingCobraJFS. I'd like to start this story by prefacing much of KingCobraJFS's early life is unknown, but there is enough information out there to put together a cohesive narrative about his beginnings. Cobra's real name is Joshua Saunders, and he was born on March 26, 1991, to Clint and Laura Saunders. Josh would face his first challenge in life almost immediately. You see, he was born with respiratory distress syndrome, underdeveloped lungs, and had to be placed in an incubator to keep him alive. Thankfully, he would survive and become the gothic bad boy we all know today. Growing up wasn't easy for Josh either. Shortly after he was born, his parents would go through an ugly divorce, and his father Clint would engage in a long custody battle to ensure he gained full custody of Josh. In his youth, going to school, it is alleged he was bullied relentlessly and eventually placed in special needs classes to help him learn. At some point, Josh would be diagnosed with Asperger's, and the other kids would continue to bully him for these reasons. By the time Josh made it to high school, he showed many signs of becoming the eccentric man we see on camera today. During his time in high school, Josh was an outcast among his peers due to his odd behaviors and eccentric looks. Despite this, Josh would make friends with other strange characters in school with similar interests like practicing magic and smoking cigarettes. Josh would even become the leader of his own religious cult amongst his friends. The followers of this cult would be called Cobra demons, and there was even a biblical-style war between Cobra demons and Cobra angels. And while this sounds like one big made-up joke, I can promise you I'm being totally serious. Josh went as far as making a symbol for this religion, which ended up looking like a combination of the cool S we all drew back in elementary school and the Gucci logo. He even ended up tattooing this horrible design on his body.
Now I want to try to explain the meaning of my symbol to you. I'm going to explain it, and I also got the symbol tattooed on my arm. Okay. Now, back when I was in junior high, I made the symbol. The mythical creatures it represents: Cobra demons and Cobra angels. Okay? Cobra demons are like wizards. It's the male form of these mythical creatures, and angels are the female version.
Yes, that is a very, very young Cobes we're looking at. Josh started posting videos to YouTube back in 2011 on an account named Gothic King Cobra 52. Here he can be seen in his parents' basement ranting about a multitude of topics like being goth, playing the guitar, and even dealing with trolls. Yes, even 13 years ago, Cobes was fighting with trolls in his comment section.
This isn't giving the trolls attention because I'm not reading their names, I'm just reading the comments, you know. So go to my inbox here. A comment on my video, f*** the mainstream. This is so close to the goths in South Park, it's fucking creepy. You have no idea, dude. No, fuck you. I'm a South Park goth, dude, whatever.
It's crazy how nothing has really changed in this man's life except the amount of hair on his head in the last decade. We would also be introduced to Sean all the way back then. Sean is a ventriloquist puppet Cobra was given when he was a child and mostly uses as a type of therapy outlet. You see, Cobra will use Sean to say things he maybe isn't so comfortable saying himself.
His name is Sean. He's a string pull dummy. I could take this guy to a website and have him upgrade to a standard upgrade where his head and moves the stick and whatnot, but until then, I'm pulling the string in your neck. Fuck you, asshole. I dare you trolls to comment on me, huh? What you gonna do now? What do you mean? Oh, the trolls? Yeah, let's see how I am. Let's see them make a comment. I dare them.
Josh would receive his first ban on YouTube during this time in his life. This would come after he decided it would be a great idea to flash his genitals on camera in a video to own his growing number of online trolls. He would subsequently receive a 2-week ban for this. While the gothic King Cobra 52 channel was banned, he would create a new one with the name Peach Monster 666, in which he cosplayed as a KingCobraJFS troll in order to infiltrate the trolling groups and bring them down from the inside. And this went about as well as you could imagine.
Peach Monster 666 is back from beyond the grave, here to troll you, Gothic King Cobra. Yes, your videos are so pathetic. You think you can play guitar. The truth is, you suck.
Cobra would only post 2 videos on his Peach Monster channel, and eventually the ban on his original account would be released, in which he would go back to posting over there. While Josh was living in his dad's basement and posting YouTube videos, he would enroll in the Job Corps. The Job Corps is the largest nationwide residential career training program in the country. The program helps eligible young people ages 16 through 24 complete their high school education, trains them for meaningful careers, and assists them with obtaining employment. So to summarize, Josh was going to a year-long job training school to gain employment. It was during this time he would meet his first girlfriend Stephanie, and he would even lose his virginity to her in the bathroom. While this may sound like Josh was starting to get his life together, he would end up getting kicked out of the program when he was caught smoking weed on campus and was forced to move back home to his dad's basement. From here, he would start working a variety of different fast food jobs like McDonald's, Taco Bell, and Wendy's. One extremely funny note about Josh and his time working at Wendy's: Josh was so bad at his job, he was relegated to one 2 to 4 hour shift a week that consisted of cleaning the bathrooms and refilling the tea dispensers. Regardless of this fact, Cobra would still manage to save up enough money to finally get his own place. With the help of his father Clint, Josh managed to find an apartment just 3 miles away from his current home, and he would finally move out of his dad's basement. It was here in the first apartment that many of Josh's fans consider a truly golden era of Cobra content. He would officially create the KingCobraJFS channel on November 17th, 2012, and he would start posting videos from his new goth boy lair.
Yes, KingCobraJFS, my new YouTube username. More professional, and I even created my own profile pic. Okay. So listen, Gothic King Cobra, don't worry, what changed.
His girlfriend Stephanie would even start appearing in some of his videos on this new channel. Yes, she stayed with Cobes even after he got kicked out of the Job Corps. Stephanie didn't really do much in Cobra's videos besides sit in the background quietly, and trolls would quickly start leaving comments saying Josh wasn't treating her correctly because of this. This would ultimately lead Cobra to posting a hysterical response video showing off his ultimate gentleman skills by cooking Stephanie a Hot Pocket.
So a lot of y'all are like, Stephanie can do so much better than him. Well, guess what? I just made Stephanie a Hot Pocket and got her some Dr. Pepper. So all you little shit talking can go to hell with the shit talking. How's the Hot Pocket, sweetie? It's 4 meats and cheese. That's good.
True boyfriend goals, am I right? Apart from Stephanie showing up in videos, an old high school friend of Josh's named Chris Moore would also begin to make an appearance in early December 2012. Having Chris around ramped up Cobra's degenerate behaviors and poor choices. He would be given the nickname Couch Chris by the Cobra fanbase because he began living with Cobra after his grandparents kicked him out of the house for an unknown reason. Josh, not wanting to see a homeboy homeless, decided to offer him a place to stay on the couch until he found a place of his own. This would cement Couch Chris as a permanent fixture in almost every one of Cobra's videos, constantly nagging or correcting Josh on trivial matters while he was recording. Chris's constant interruptions inevitably led to the infamous fish is dairy argument.
So let's have a little bit of everything minus the fish, which should be in the dairy actually. So yeah, so this pretty much the
Fish goes in protein. It's meat.
Chris, do you have to correct me every fucking video I make?
Why the fuck would you think that fish is a dairy product? Does it come out of a cow?
It contains protein like milk. Milk's a dairy product.
Milk, cheese, all that is dairy. peanuts go into proteins, which are meat.
Maybe it was a slip of the tongue. It happens. Okay, stop correcting me every f***ing video. I'm getting sick and tired of it. Anyway,
Cobra's fans would begin to leave truthful comments about how Chris was taking advantage of Josh on his videos, and eventually Cobra would give Chris a reality check by reading them to him.
why the f*** is that giant retard wearing camis? Josh, stop listening to Chris and get him the f*** out of the apartment, like right now. Chris should be put down. Chris has a terminal case of dumb f***itis. Symptoms include being a lazy piece of shit, mooching off your friends while not contributing anything, avoiding work like the plague. That fat bastard really needs to go. He's abusing your kindness, Josh. Man the f*** up and kick him out. Jesus Christ.
At a certain point, Cobra would become fed up with the squatter that was Couch Chris, and, with the encouragement of his home dad Clint, would finally evict him from his apartment in January 2013. This, of course, would come at a cost because Chris would take Cobra to parties in Casper since Josh was self-admittedly socially awkward and did not know many people. In fact, Chris took Josh to his very first house party, which Cobra promptly ruined by smacking a married woman's ass without her consent.
We're all drinking, having a good time. Some chick gets picked up by some guy. Some guy smacks her ass. I do the same. I'm like, shh. And her sister's like, who the f*** do you think you are? Starts cussing me out. I'm like, whoa, I'm sorry, geez, I didn't. She's like, whatever, just f***ing watch us. And turns out she's married and the guy who smacked her ass is her husband. I didn't know I was drunk. I didn't see the ring. Yeah, I know. I started f***ing out that she might be taken. It's not my place to do that. I'm not close to her enough to do that. Whatever.
Regardless of this fact, Cobra kicking Chris out of his apartment would ultimately be a good thing for Cobes because, like I said earlier, Josh's poor decision-making skills only ramped up with him around. One of the worst things Cobra decided to do with Couch Chris was partake in a drunken threesome with a pregnant woman they met at a gas station. That's right, Cobra would cheat on his girlfriend Stephanie with a pregnant woman and his homeless friend Chris. Cobra would say this woman agreed to sleep with the two of them for one single cigarette. Stephanie would eventually find out about this and she would forgive Cobra. The two would continue to date, however, not too long down the line, Stephanie would cheat on Cobra by having anal sex with one of his friends. Needless to say, the young couple would break up shortly after this incident. I feel like this is the perfect time to tell you more about Cobra's friends before continuing with the main story. It'll be easier to familiarize you with them now, so when I mention them in the future, you will already have an understanding of who I'm talking about. I won't go over every homeboy or homegirl in the Cobraverse or the countless amount of sagas because there's a lot of trivial ones, but I will cover the more insane characters and events that played larger roles in Cobra's story. Because Josh is an eccentric weirdo himself, he doesn't pass judgment on others very quickly. This has led Cobra into surrounding himself with a myriad of strange characters throughout his life. We have already covered one of Cobra's homeboys, known as Couch Chris. The next person of note would be Homeboy Scotty. Homeboy Scotty is considered Cobra's best friend and closest homeboy.
Like, I really care. You're not even there. Who really cares? Because all your words are is just that. So shut the fuck up and grab a seat and sit down and relax. Look at these thugs on YouTube saying my homeboy Scotty's doing drugs. Motherfucker, he's on probation trying to stay clean so we can pass his piss test and not make a scene, get off early, maybe hit their... I don't even know. I lost track of it.
Josh and Scotty would meet sometime back in 2010 and would be friends ever since. Many of Cobra's fans and trolls see Homeboy Scotty as an absolute mooch that uses Cobra for weed, alcohol, and money. Scotty would also be labeled as untrustworthy and a liar after he would set Cobra up on multiple different dates with goth girls that allegedly had Asperger's, played the guitar, and had large breasts. You know, the kind of girls that are a gothic bad boy's dream. Unsurprisingly, these dates would never materialize and Cobra would never meet these goth girls Scotty talked about, likely because they weren't real. The last insane detail about Homeboy Scotty is the fact that he was once arrested for felony assault after he cut a man with a sword inside of Cobra's apartment. One night when Cobra wasn't home, Scotty and another man would be drinking whiskey in Josh's apartment. An argument would break out after Scotty accused the man of stealing one of Cobra's tobacco pipes. He would then grab a katana and stab the armchair he was sitting in several times before standing up, cutting himself, and then cutting the other man as well. Scotty would try and claim self-defense when questioned by the police, but ultimately he ended up confessing to the crime. The next character on the roster goes by the name Warlord. Warlord is well known in the Cobraverse for being a mooch, a liar, and is incredibly annoying when featured in Josh's videos or live streams.
Are you sure? Okay, so if you're
bet money on it?
let me do the joke, please. Thank you, I'm sorry.
He has been arrested multiple times by the Casper Police Department, with one of his charges being domestic battery filed on him by his then pregnant ex-wife or her mother. A highlight moment between Josh and Warlord was when a drunken argument would break out between the pair and Josh would assert his dominance over him.
Wild sight! Go off, loser! I came from Matt Green, you piece of shit! Go home, you're drunk!
Up next is a man that goes by the name Darflinny.
Yeah!
What's up, fellow YouTubers? We're back at it with another video.
Hells yeah!
Darflinny is probably one of the only positive characters of note in the Cobraverse. He is a larger man with some interesting hobbies that include making chainmail, smelting metal, and shooting guns. He even took Cobes out shooting on some occasions.
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. That's sweet.
There really is nothing bad to note about Darflinny. He genuinely seems like a good guy that's nice to Cobra, and he has even said he feels indebted to Cobes after Josh stopped him from taking his own life. One of the last notable characters that spent some time with Cobra was a degenerate furry named Scrapper Steve. Scrapper Steve would try and capitalize off Cobra's internet popularity only to fail miserably because of the fact he is a disgusting zoophile that is interested in having sex with goats. This information would be found out after Steve gave homeboy Scotty an old laptop of his. On that laptop contained a video of Steve having sex with an inflatable goat. If that wasn't bad enough, Steve has also made videos calling for the legalization of zoophilia.
I welcome all the zoosexuals and everybody watching this YouTube video and all of YouTube to support my marijuana motion and my make zoophilia legal motion.
Josh and Scrapper Steve's friendship would ultimately come to an end after Steve tried stealing one of Josh's future girlfriends. There's a lot of debate on when Josh started to garner internet popularity. He had already established a small cult-like following before moving into his first apartment in 2012 from his original videos on the Gothic Cobra 52 channel. Cobra's popularity would continue to grow after the making of the first documentary on his life. This documentary about Josh would be released in 2014 by the YouTube channel Trapped. It would simply be titled Gothic King Cobra. The film follows a young Josh throughout his daily life and gives us an introspective of who Cobra is and who he wants to be.
I got $20, so I gotta make it. Yeah, ooh. Jaeger. Jaeger. Jaeger.
It's a movie.
Thank you. That's why liquor shit's awesome, their customer service. My mom just gave me $20 for a beer. I sent my sister the one night, so $20. I'm like, oh, sweet. I know what I'm doing after work. I'm getting cigarettes and booze.
We even get to see an array of characters in Cobra's life, like the local drug dealer he knows, and a homeless Marine that was the man behind ingraining the infamous catchphrase, "That's what's up," into Josh.
Nut up or get fucked up. Nut up or get fucked up. That's what's up today.
It's clear Josh saw these local degenerates as role models and was in desperate need of someone to set him down a better path. However, it was these guys he saw in his day-to-day life going against the grain of societal norms that Josh gravitated towards, and he would eventually model his own life after it as well. This documentary has become a harrowing look into Cobra's past self, showcasing an awkward young man who once had dreams and aspirations.
And that's gonna be funny too, is when I make it big and I'm on stage playing concerts and stuff and I'm on MTV and all these chicks that reject me, you're gonna go, holy crap, I knew that guy. He used to stalk me. What the fuck?
Inside Cobra's first apartment is where he was finally able to start indulging in some of his favorite activities. One of my personal favorite things Cobra started posting was his cooking videos, or what he likes to call dank food hacks. Josh has an amazing ability to absolutely destroy anything he tries to cook. Seeming to draw inspiration from early epic mealtime videos, the absolute monstrosity Cobra puts on a plate sometimes are truly a sight to behold. For starters, would any of you be interested in some Mountain Dew and jalapeno flavored hard-boiled eggs?
What's up, YouTube? We are doing some hard-boiled eggs. Now, yes, I did use Mountain Dew. And yes, I did use some hot sauce from this bottle. This is a Pepper Patch jalapeno hot sauce. I got a Pepper Patch box for the holidays. Now I got it on a nice medium heat. We're gonna let those delicious little egg treats soak in that sugary Mountain Dew goodness. Hopefully it'll give it like a nice citrusy, spicy kick. Almost done, YouTube. So I get these hard-boiled eggs to absorb that flavor. We let those eggs cool off now. I gave them a quick cold rinse in some water that was cold, ice cold at that. We're gonna cool them off and we'll try them later. Check them out. Soaking them in cold water made them easier to peel. Putting the cracks in them got the cool grooves in it. Let's see how I do.
Another awesome food hack of Cobra's, and his most popular to date, is his sushi bacon cheeseburger. Throughout this video, you will notice quintessential aspects that are staples in Cobra food hacks, like incredibly dirty and unwashed cooking utensils, a pan that hasn't seen soap and water since its first use, and of course, excessive amounts of grease.
And some trial and error and some learning. But there we go. There's the wasabi sauce right on top of there. Give that a squeeze just like that. Boom. And look at all the grease soaked into the bottom bun right there. Yeah. It's cooled down enough I can pick it up and eat it. It's still pretty hot though. That's not half bad actually. That's pretty good.
Cobra isn't afraid to think outside of the box when it comes to his food hacks either. It isn't always just bacon, grease, and cheese. Take for example this Halloween burger he made. This burger would be topped with a bag of mixed bugs and pig brains. And of course he would eat every last bite.
Bugs. Bugs. Alright, we got the bugs on there. Now we got our rose pork brains. Now I've had pork brains before. They're actually pretty tasty. Alright, so now I want to take our delicious pork brains and we're going to sprinkle them on top of our bugs. It's good. It's real good. But it's got a little bit of heat on it, man. Holy crap, YouTube. Okay, look at that. Bacon cheeseburger with pork brains and bugs. Happy Halloween, you crazy fuckers. Honestly, it tastes just like a bacon barbecue cheeseburger. Get the little crunchy bits from the bugs. Color me surprised, YouTube. That's actually tasty.
It's not just the food hacks that are fascinating to me. It's also equally as funny to try and watch Cobra attempt to cook things normally, like the time he tried to make homemade French fries.
Alright, you got all your French fries. And as you can see, that's bubbling. So what we're gonna do is just Yeah, I would just dump these in here, but I don't want the grease to splatter, so your next step is just drop them in there like that. F it. God damn it. Stop. Fuck my life, YouTube. I need salt. Well, you know, that was real smooth of me too.
Cobra is also quite the mixologist, often taking his dank hacking ability to the liquor cabinet and making sick drink combos. Josh is no stranger to mixing beers with his favorite soda and calling them Cobra's Mist, or doing things like mixing vodka or whiskey with Monster energy drinks.
This sexy goth bad boy is back at it again, ladies and gentlemen. This crazy mixologist is at it again. Half a cup of some Old English. Jolly good, it's Old English, oh I say. Monster, yeah. We have the stimulant going into the depressant. Half and half always. So what the fucking hell are we gonna call this? Old English and Monster. Let's call it Cobra's English.
Another popular topic of discussion throughout Cobra's time online is his love life. It should come as no surprise that Cobra does not have the best of luck when it comes to women.
Okay, my crush likes me, she thinks I'm attractive, but she won't date me because I watch chatterbait females and I'm friends with too many chicks on Facebook.
Growing increasingly more defeated over his luck with women in dating, Cobra would begin to talk about his frustration over his dry spell in videos around 2016. In a response to this, a troll would send Cobra a fleshlight in the mail. Josh would proceed to use this fleshlight one time before recording a video destroying it and lamenting over the fact that he thinks sex is disgusting.
Like, someone made a comment on one of my YouTube videos. They're like, somebody send this guy a pocket pussy, and I deleted the comment because I'm like, no, don't fucking send me a pocket pussy, god damn it, I find sex to be disgusting. Like, what the fuck? I'm glad everybody finds the fact that I can't get pussy to save my fucking life. I'm glad people find it to be so goddamn funny that they're like, oh, we feel sorry for this guy because he can't get laid. Here, let's send him a pocket pussy. Fuck you. This is what I think of your stupid pocket pussy right here. This is what I think about love and companionship. This is me like saying I give up on love and companionship, man. It's never gonna fucking happen, so why waste my time craving it?
After this incident, Cobra would begin to express his desires for a life-size sex doll in his videos. Trolls would respond to these requests by initially sending him the comical blow-up dolls you can get from gag stores like Spencer's. And of course, this was absolutely not what Cobra wanted. Cobra desired one of those fully customizable dolls that you can personally pick all of the details, like the eye color or the hairstyle, much like a create a character in a video game. These dolls often cost thousands of dollars, and Cobra would be desperate enough to even start a GoFundMe to try and raise money for one. Of course, his campaign would be taken down. However, not too long after this, a fan or troll would send him a $1,000 used sex doll. Tragedy would strike for Josh, though, less than 24 hours after receiving his new gift. He would make a post on Facebook that a thief broke into his apartment and stole the sex doll. This alleged burglar would only steal Josh's sex doll, not his TV, guitar, or any other things that could be considered valuable inside his home, just the sex doll. Cobra would later claim that the Casper Police Department would end up finding his sex doll in the back of some meth head's car who was allegedly trying to get scrap metal out of it, thus destroying it in the process. If this story is sounding suspiciously made up, that's because it is. Cobra would later admit that he had cut the sex doll's body up into pieces and skinned its face off after becoming angry when he ripped the doll's vagina while using it.
What I did was rather eerie, to say the least, yes, but out of sexual frustration. Would I do this to a real girl? Absolutely not. But what happened was, a couple of fans had sent me an awesome sex doll, and I was tickled pink. I was like, dude, this is cool, you know, and I never would have thought something like this would happen. So of course I was having sex with it, and then my dick tore a huge gash in the vagina, and I was embarrassed and frustrated that I couldn't fix it, and that, well, nice going, dumbass, you broke your toy. Fucking it, of all things. Just know that I am here for you guys, my fans and my friends. What I did was eerie, yeah, but let's face it, people, let's face it. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, I know. Just know that if I ever get the chance to pay back the people for this, I know it's not the point, okay, I know this, it's gonna fucking happen. I mean, they all want free ones, I'm down. And just know that this is my attempt at an apology video. The whole lie was fabricated mainly because I was embarrassed, YouTube.
No serial killer vibes here, no, not at all. Hilariously, this isn't the only sex doll that Cobra's fans would send him. He would receive another doll in the mail shortly after the first one, and this one Cobra would nickname Fun-Sized Felicia. Cobra would really hit it off with this new doll, even bringing out Sean to get his opinion on her.
So who's your lady friend? She was sent to me in the mail, Sean. Was she? Oh. Does she talk? You know, Sean, she might talk, I don't know. She's kind of short. I'm not short, I'm fun-sized.
Fun-Sized Felicia would meet a similar fate as the first sex doll after Cobra would melt the skin off of it when he washed it with the wrong kind of soap. After Cobra's bad experiences with sex dolls, he wouldn't have any more involvement with women until November 2017 when he started dating another girl named Summer. This saga in the Cobraverse would be known as the Summer Saga. Summer was a furry and would attract the attention of one of Cobra's friends, Scrapper Steve, who was also a furry as previously mentioned. Steve would try and court Summer by suggesting a business deal making fursuits, however, his attempts would be thwarted by homeboy Scotty after he found out and told Josh.
Alright, what happened was, you know Josh just found a girlie, right?
Yeah.
And that's awesome. It's fucking badass. I'm happy for Josh, and she's a good woman, and he deserves her, alright? He doesn't deserve the bullshit what's coming from, alright? You wanna know the bullshit? Y'all wanna know the bullshit? The bullshit is Josh, alright, being a good friend. Never been a bad friend, never once. Anytime I needed him, or anytime any of his fucking friends needed him, he was there, alright? He was always fucking there, okay? With that being said, Steve, Mr. Goat, whatever you want to call him, goat fucker, whatever, alright? This is what happened. Try to f Josh's girl, dude.
Straight up, Steve was trying to get with my girlfriend.
Summer and Cobra would ultimately break up after 2 short months because of the harassment she was receiving from Cobra's trolls. Josh's dry spell would continue on for a very long time after this. It was around this time in 2017 the Wand Maker saga would begin in the Cobraverse. Before Cobra would meet his now ex-girlfriend Summer, he would be fired from his job at Wendy's after over 5 years of employment when a troll called and complained to management about his YouTube videos. And I'm honestly amazed Cobra lasted this long at Wendy's in the first place. He really wasn't a great employee, highlighted by his 1 short shift a week and one of his most notorious moments in the Cobraverse being the black hair dye incident. One day, Josh forgot he had to go to work and instead decided to stay home and dye his hair black. Right before he started dyeing his hair black, he would get a call from his manager letting him know that he was late. Josh would then proceed to dye his hair black and go into work 5 hours late.
Hello? What were you saying? No, I was shopping. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my God. I'm already at the apartment. Son of a bitch. Wow. Well, I feel like an idiot. Oh, crap. Alright. Damn it. Alright. Alright, that works. I'm so sorry I misunderstood the dates. Alright, bye-bye. Now, you should use over a kitchen sink or a towel because it's very messy, but I'll take my chances. Yeah, I'm just making an ass of myself now. For your YouTube entertainment, no less. God damn it. This is why you want to put a towel on before you do this shit, people. Do my mustache, too. Oh, yeah. Why so serious? I've got an avatar. Holy shit. My skin's all blue from the black hair dye. Oh, look, the blue skin clashes so horribly with my tainted teeth. Oh, how fucking lovely. How fucking lovely. Of course, there wasn't much of a mustache there to begin with, but yeah. Oh well. Holy crap. I look like shit.
After being fired from Wendy's, Cobra would rely on what little AdSense revenue he made from YouTube and his monthly SSDI payments to pay his bills. Josh became a glorified NEET while he spent a lot of his new free time drinking and hanging out with his homeboys, Scotty and Darflinny. He would finally come up with his most lucrative business venture yet with the introduction of Cobra Craft wands. Josh would start to wander around Casper collecting random sticks to bring home and spray paint for a profit. He would begin to sell these custom-made magic wands on Etsy, with the first batch of 10 selling out just 7 minutes after he posted a video promoting them. Selling wands was honestly a logical business venture for Cobes. After all, he does claim to be a wizard with real magic powers. He's even shown off his magical abilities in videos before, like the time he walked around his town and made streetlights change colors.
We're a crosswalk sign. Woohoo! Give me walk sign. Come on. Yeah. That's how I rock and that's how I roll.
This wand making business would go on to be his main source of income apart from his SSDI checks for the following years to come because Josh never decided to get a real job after this. Little did Josh know that this new business venture would also be the main reason for the next big saga in the Cobraverse, known as the Eviction Saga. As I mentioned before, Cobra was spray painting these wands, and he was doing it inside of his apartment. In an effort to prevent growing complaints about paint fumes from his neighbors, Josh claims he would stick towels or blankets under his doors to prevent any of the fumes from leaking out into the hallway. After doing this though, the paint fumes would begin to travel up through a chimney behind Cobra's workbench and start affecting the apartments above him. This would allegedly cause one resident to become so sick they needed to move out, and it would make the other surrounding units uninhabitable. Cobra would get a call from his dad Clint while on a live stream on October 27th, 2020, informing him he was being evicted. Clint would tell Josh that he caused an estimated $6,000 worth of damage to his unit and the others surrounding it from his actions over the years. He would also bring up Josh's worsening alcoholism and suggest that he may need to seek help through counseling, which of course Cobra denied.
Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? Say what's up?
Well, I want something, Josh.
What? Why? God. I don't want to be no, like, I can quit smoking indoors. Seriously? Oh my f***ing god, dude! Well, where the f*** am I supposed to go, dude? So this is the thanks I get for giving them an ashtray out of my own f***ing pocket. I bought an ashtray for f***ing outside. This is the f***ing thanks I get? Real f***ing nice. That was 40. There's no way I caused $6,000 worth of damage to this apartment. That is bullshit. I didn't do it intentionally. I'm getting evicted for using spray paint on my wands? Seriously? Okay, I'm listening. I'm not turning this on anyone. I'm just asking questions, man. No, I don't, Dad. Okay? No, I don't need counseling. I just need to make smarter decisions.
Cobra would go live a few more times after this, skirting any sort of responsibility for his eviction. Instead, he complained about how a landlord could evict a person with Asperger's, and he even claimed it's his neighbor's fault for not telling him his spray paint fumes were causing an issue. After the eviction, Cobra would temporarily move back to his dad's home while he searched for a new apartment to rent. This wouldn't take long, as he would move into a new place on November 21st, 2020, marking the start of the new apartment saga in the Cobraverse. Inside this new apartment, Josh's mental health rapidly decreased and his alcoholism slowly became the focal point of his life. Often appearing drinking or already drunk in most of his videos and live streams going forward, Cobra's life really started to decline. His dank food hacks got sloppier and even more foul, like his infamous boggerito.
It's just about done baking in the oven. I used a bunch of toothpicks to hold it together. Just like Taco Bell chimichanga food inception right there. But it's got the spicy fish, the fried spam, cheese, bacon bits, another burrito in there, so that's going to be pretty tasty. I had to lower the oven rack so I could fit the burrito in there with all them toothpicks, but that's alright. Keep in mind the Taco Bell burrito that I stuffed inside this giant chimichanga's got bacon and steak and eggs. And you know what's up. Put this back in the oven. The cheese is gonna melt and get a little crispy on top of the shell. At least show you some of this action right here. Cut it in half. Look at that greasy, delicious looking burrito, all stuffed with goods. I'll be munching out on that all day, man. We'll try it here in a second. Just wanted to give you a close-up of the goods. I've been munching out on this here burrito. I took a couple bites earlier and it was simply delicious. This massive chimichanga action. Oh, look at that. Look at that deliciousness. Yes. Delicious, spicy, packed with protein and calories and greasy love.
Cobra's drink combos became pretty insane as well, like the Valentine's Day drink combo.
We got the pink champagne. Got a splash of that Faygo firework. Whoop whoop. Splash of that. Just a little splash of that in there. Trolls could use a Tic Tac. Their fucking breath smells worse than my fucking teeth. But yeah, this is a really fucking kick-ass glass, dude. And a splash of that vodka. A splash of that rum. Splash of that tequila. That's what YouTube wants to see. Oh, that's so gross. Wants to see, right? Jeez. So I'll pour a splash of that in there. Oh, dude, this drink combo is looking so fucking gnarly, dude. We'll add our... Okay, the Kinky Aloha is not creamy, so we can add a little bit of that right there. This is fucking ridiculous. And we got this to top it off if we need just a little bit more to do it, but... Maybe just for a little... Yeah, like that. Yeah, okay. This is just fucking ridiculous. You see this drink combo, all the curdling and the... dude. Yeah, man, I got this hot jerky stick right here. It's a classic Hunter's sausage. Should we add it to the drink combo as like a little condiment, like they do with Bloody Marys? There it is, sitting right there, just below the surface there. He's actually drinking it. What the fuck? Oh my god. I get a little bit of those curdly bits. I'm trying to cut down on my drinking, but at the same time, people are like, Cobra, we know you for your crazy drink combos. And it's like, you can have a drink combo, but you don't gotta go ham with it, you know? Well, in this case, sausage.
Josh's alcoholic rage was also at an all-time high, often taking his frustrations out on the inanimate objects in his apartment like his hat, chair, and cigarettes.
Can't play the fucking Star Spangled Banner right now. It's pissing me off! It pisses me off! God damn it! Broke my fucking cigarette. Fuck! The fuck out of my way, you stupid fucking hat! Stupid fucking piece of shit. Hat. Fuck you! You stupid fucking bottle! Stay on the fucking desk! Stay on the fucking desk, you piece of shit! Fuck you! I don't care if I got a nasty fucking temper. Fuck you! Stay the fuck in my hand, you piece of shit! I'll smoke you until you're dead!
On top of that, his address also got leaked and he was often met with tons of unpaid pizzas and DoorDash orders sent by his trolls. This compilation is the amount of orders Cobra would get in just one night while on a live stream.
Oh, let's see what the fucking YouTube troll sent me today. Oh! I guess I'm supposed to Oh my God, autistic freak out incoming. It's like, not really. Of course, they sent me a bra. It's like, how happy International Women's Day, Cobra. You don't have a girlfriend. You haven't been laid in 6 years. Ha ha ha. Oh my God, you guys, look at that. They fucking sent me a bra. I actually have a friend who has a pet bird, so I'm sure she'll appreciate this. So thank you to my YouTube trolls. The vibrating bullets. Oh, behave. Man, you're giving me a bunch of sweet stuff to hand out to my female neighbors who want it or need it. So thank you for that. Wow, look at that, you guys. My YouTube trolls are keeping me fed. Ba-da-ba-ba. Light mayo packet, honey salt packet, strawberry preserve mustard packet, hot mustard sauce, butter packet, sugar packet, equal packet, S&S sauce, barbecue sauce, grape jam, Happy Meal hamburger, one hamburger with extra mustard, extra salt, extra ketchup, two mayonnaise, extra onions, no regular meat, plain, extra kids fry, milk, under 3 toy, creamer packet, and syrup. Aw, my troll sent me a Happy Meal. More deliveries. Fantastic. They sent me a big-ass bag of ice, which I'll probably stick in my freezer and have for my drinks whenever I need it. Oh, this is too goddamn funny. You gotta see what they sent me. Holy shit. They sent me some baby pacifiers because my trolls are overgrown toddlers who need to get a life. Look at this, YouTube. I want to thank my trolls for buying groceries for me, man. That's a lot of fucking potatoes. What do we have here, folks? Another package sent to me by the people. Let's see what we got. Oh, look at that. Cobra's being a good sport about all this bullshit. And y'all sent me some Budweiser. Yeah. Suck it, trolls. Like, oh, I'm going to fuck with Cobra. He likes alcohol, so I'm going to send him alcohol-free beer. That'll fucking show him.
And this is really all Cobra's content was for a few years. Getting drunk, making food hacks, and arguing with his dastardly trolls online. It wasn't until April of 2023 when the next real notable incident would occur. On April 24th, Cobra would post a video stating he had adopted a new pet. His new companion was a bearded dragon named Puff. Josh would claim one of his new homeboys named Ian, an alcoholic meth head that started showing up in Cobra's videos when he moved into the second apartment, was moving out and couldn't take Puff with him. Josh would step up and volunteer to take him in.
I got a pet bearded dragon. His name is Puff, and he is just so fucking adorable, dude. The most badass little lizard you ever did see. My buddy Ian is moving, and he needed a place for Puff. So I volunteered, because I've always wanted a reptile. And turns out, bearded dragons are super easy to take care of.
This announcement would send chills down the backs of Cobra fans because Josh had already tried to take care of an animal previously in the second apartment. One day, Cobra opened his window for some fresh air and he found a praying mantis that entered his apartment. Josh decided he was going to make it his new pet to show the trolls just how responsible he was. He even decided to affectionately name it Mrs. Green. Not even 1 week would pass before Mrs. Green would die. Cobra would constantly blow his nicotine vape smoke on her and fed her nothing but beer and soda. Initially, Josh took Miss Green outside to decompose in a bush, but then decided to take her body back inside and superglue it to a staff. Cobra would then try and sell this praying mantis staff on his Etsy for $666.
Check that out. That is sick. To pay tribute and respects to Mrs. Green, I immortalized her onto the staff. Now it looks like she's crawling up towards the crystal. And the bottom half glows in the dark. So you bet your sweet Asperger's we're going to charge a pretty penny for this. I want to add one more layer of Gorilla Glue to the top of this just to really make sure it's nice and solid.
So, with Josh's new announcement that he was in possession of a bearded dragon, it's safe to say his community of fans and trolls alike were not exactly stoked at this new revelation. Most people automatically assumed Puff was going to end up superglued to the end of a stick in the very near future. People would begin to call the local animal control near Cobra in an attempt to get Puff taken away from him. However, their efforts did not work.
Trolls lose. The reason why I say trolls lose is because my trolls have been trying as hard as they can to get Puff taken away from me, harassing Metro Animal Control nonstop. Well, long story short, Metro showed up for the second and last time just a while back. And when I answered the door, I'm like, seriously, is it really Metro? And they're like, yes. A couple of lovely younger gals, you know, they were definitely old enough, but that's beside the point. They're like, we just want to check up on Puff to make sure he's okay. And I'm like, oh my fucking God. So I let him see Puff. I even took him out and let the ladies check him out. They said he's a handsome and healthy bearded dragon. And they said this is the last time they're doing a wellness check on him. So the trolls lose.
Following this, Cobra began to make statements about how he blows marijuana smoke on Puff because he can tell he likes it. It became very apparent to everyone that Cobra had learned nothing from his time handling Mrs. Green.
I do really hope Puff lives to be a very, very, very old bearded dragon. Yes. Puff enjoys the occasional hit of weed, and he likes thunderstorms. Shit you not. Shit you not. Puff doesn't have a favorite strain that I know of. I don't get him stoned all the time, but every once in a while he likes a good fat hit. You know what I'm saying? Believe me, when Puff doesn't want anything, he'll let you know with his body language. If I'm smoking marijuana, Puff will kind of look up like, hey man, give me a hit of that. So I'll take a fucking huge ass fucking hit of weed and I'll blow it into his tank. 1 or 2 hits, he's good. He doesn't need a whole lot, you know. And I've seen him do it. When I give him a hit of weed, he'll lift his head up and he'll close his eyes and be like, I know what that is. I don't do it all the time because Puff really doesn't need it to chill out. Like, bearded dragons are normally pretty chilled out to begin with. But every once in a while is a rare treat, you know. It's like, and if Puff didn't like it, he'd let me know, you know. Is anybody who wants to say what the fuck you want to say, dude? I'm more connected with Puff emotionally than any of you miserable, sad losers out there.
Sadly, the Puff saga comes to a conclusion exactly how you expect. Cobra's update videos on Puff started to become less and less frequent until they stopped altogether. On November 16th, 2023, Josh would post this in his local Casper Lost Pets Facebook group. Hello, fellow Casper citizens. I have lost my bearded dragon and I'm desperately searching for him the last 2 days, last seen by Building B. Josh would claim in future videos that he took Puff outside one day while he was smoking a cigarette, and the bearded dragon jumped off his shoulder and ran away. Josh would further his insane narrative over the next few months by repeatedly stating in videos and on live streams he believed Puff was still out there somewhere hibernating and that he will find him one day. Anyone with a working brain should know that this is simply not the case and Puff is most definitely deceased. Rest in peace, Puff Saunders, you deserved so much better. The most explosive saga that must be talked about in the Cobraverse is the second eviction saga, which is spearheaded by a new love interest. This is where we meet Jessica Boyle. She is a 40-year-old BPD demon that is unemployed and lives at home with her parents and 7 cats and has an extreme obsession with Cobra. Jessica would allegedly find out about Josh through his Kiwi Farms threat, and soon she would devise a plan to be the next of-age, alive, consenting female to try and steal the gothic bad boy's heart. And she would succeed. In late 2023, Cobra would announce he had entered a long-distance relationship. After months of discourse and long-distance dating, Jessica would finally fly to Casper to visit Josh, arriving on February 9th, 2024. Since Jessica didn't have a job, her round-trip flight would be funded and paid for by a pay-pig troll named Oink. On the very same day Jessica landed in Casper, Josh would go live with the stream titled, "Ended My Dry Spell, That's What's Up." That's right, the gothic bad boy would finally end his dry spell after so many years. But it would come at a major cost. On this live stream, he would introduce his viewers to Jessica, and it became very apparent to everyone that this relationship was a ticking time bomb. A very unstable Jessica would spend the entire stream love-bombing Josh and acting overly sexual. Some of the things she would do on camera over the course of 96 minutes include sexually assaulting Josh, offering to suck his little cobra on camera, offering to have anal sex on camera, flashing Josh while facing away from the camera, argued with Josh over chat's comments, and she even yelled at the police when a wellness check was called on the two of them.
We're too busy having sex right now. Sorry. Hey! We're having sex! Can we fuck around here?
Once this live stream would end, Jessica would stay with Cobra over the following week. During this time, Cobra fans started speculating she was feeding Josh immense amount of alcohol and prescription pills. These theories were crafted because of the many live streams that would occur following the first one. In these streams, Cobra would appear incredibly wasted and sometimes outright passed out in his chair while Jessica takes over the entire show.
How do you read this? I can't. I'm too blind. I don't have enough light in my eyes. Joshy? I'm not ignoring anyone. I know most of you don't like me, so I'm not trying to be triggered.
Throughout the week, when Josh was in a coherent state, he would grow increasingly more impatient with Jessica and regretful of his decisions. On February 16th, Jessica's first visit would come to an end and she would fly back home to her parents in Virginia Beach. The Jessica saga was far from over though. She would fly back to Casper to visit Cobra again the very next month in March. Jessica's second visit is what rightfully earned Cobra the eviction out of his apartment. Every single night, the couple would get into loud verbal altercations that disturbed other residents in the building. Cobra's neighbors would begin to complain about these domestic disturbances to the apartment management, which put Josh on thin ice with them. Things would reach a boiling point a couple days before Josh's birthday when an argument would break out over which pan Cobra should cook a bratwurst in. Jessica had a live stream going in another room capturing the insane argument that went down. She can be heard gutturally screaming, stomping, and threatening to hit herself. Josh can be heard remaining calm and almost fearful throughout the argument. This meltdown drew enough complaints from neighbors that the Casper Police Department were called to do another wellness check.
You're literally accusing me of things I haven't done.
You're sitting there attacking me for no reason, all because I want to cook it.
How have I attacked you?
I can easily wash it if I do.
How have I attacked you? I said cook it the way you want. How is that me attacking you? Then can you please not say shit about me that's not true?
You totally say shit, but that's not true on camera all the fucking time.
Josh! So should I start hitting myself all over again?
No, because I won't solve anything.
So please, why are you doing this to me?
I'm not doing anything to you. I'm not doing a fucking thing to you, Jessica. You are overreacting.
I said you could do whatever you want.
And I appreciate that. I don't know why you're getting mad. I really
Because you keep talking shit about me and making
I'm not
stuff
talking shit about you. I'm not talking shit about you. Could you please
You
stop?
made stuff about I'm gonna start recording because you made stuff about me twice and you Josh, you literally made stuff about me twice. I don't care.
No, I haven't.
I don't give a fuck how you carry you. Cook your shit.
I appreciate that, and I appreciate you offering me the bacon grease. I'll use it. Could you please stop?
I haven't done anything.
You're yelling at me because
I haven't fucking yelled at you. You're judging me, telling me how to tell you. I don't care how.
I was just saying.
I don't
Obviously you care, otherwise
I don't.
you wouldn't
No, stop!
throwing toilet paper and the
God damn it! Stop it!
Would you stop yelling at me, please?
I'm not fucking yelling. You've been judging me for fucking the
No,
past.
the fuck I have not.
You've been fucking judging me for the fucking past hour. Say I'm doing this and that. Stop it.
You're the one that's yelling. Could you please
No,
stop?
I'm not.
Could you please stop? We're not doing this crap tonight. Please.
Then stop talking
stop.
about me in such shitty fucking ways.
I'm not talking about you in any shitty ways, Jessica. Could you please fucking stop?
Your shit.
I'll cook it if I'm in the mood to cook.
Then
Don't tell
stop.
me how to cook it regardless. I'll use your pan or that pan. Doesn't matter which one I use.
Stop!
Would you stop yelling?
This shit's not. Stop!
Would you please stop yelling, Jessica?
Will you stop?
You're the one that chose not to do it.
It's not.
And I asked you guys to please stop yelling at me. That's all I did.
I'm not yelling at you!
Right now you're yelling. Could you please stop? Could you please stop? Jessica, calm down, please.
Stop!
I'm not saying to be quiet. I'm just asking you to stop yelling.
I don't care. I'm being quiet. Stop! Stop!
I'm not doing
I'm being
anything.
quiet.
I'm not doing anything.
Neither the fuck am I. Cook it. No, you want it. I don't care.
Obviously you care what you would be talking shit about.
I don't care.
Could you please stop?
You keep asking me to be quiet. I don't give a fuck. Do what you want.
I give a fuck. Would you please stop?
Will you stop? Cook your shit. You could have been done 20 minutes ago.
You're sitting here fighting with me about nothing.
I'm not
stupid.
fighting with
Could
you.
Please stop, Jessica. Please.
How is it my fault?
It's not your fault. I'm just asking you to please stop yelling. I'm not accusing you of anything. Could you please just stop? Please just
You're
stop.
telling me to tell you how to fight. I don't fucking care how you cook your goddamn shit.
And I appreciate it. I don't.
So leave me out of it.
I'm not trying to do anything to you, Jessica.
Josh was likely served an eviction notice a few days before or on his birthday, March 26, 2024. During his birthday stream, he was visibly upset and irritated. He would also mention his neighbors had reported him for something and remarked about how unhappy he was for his birthday. Jessica would appear on stream a few times and there was visible tension between the two of them. She would ultimately fly home shortly after this, and Josh would announce on a later stream that he was in fact getting evicted from his apartment. And he wouldn't fully blame Jessica for this removal, instead pointing his finger at the trolls in his community for constantly door-dashing orders to him and harassing the apartment management. Amazingly, even after losing his apartment, Josh would make the genius decision to continue his relationship with Jessica. Cobra, at the ripe age of 33, would have to move back in with home dad Clint again while he searched for a new place to live. After Jessica earned Cobra an eviction from his apartment and he moved back in with his dad, it would take a little over a month for Cobra to finally get himself a new residence. This time, home dad Clint purchased Josh a trailer and thus marked the beginning of the trailer park saga. This is the most current and ongoing saga in the Cobraverse right now. Cobes would go live on May 18th, 2024 inside his new Boglum abode. There is nothing really of note about this stream. Cobra spent most of it smoking a cigarette and responding to troll comments while muting his mic on and off periodically when he had nothing to say. Inside this new trailer, Cobra's deterioration is on full display. His hair has almost entirely receded from the top of his head, and his front teeth have almost completely fallen out from his horrendous hygienic practices over the last couple of decades. Cobra's alcoholism has completely taken over his life at this point, appearing in most videos completely wasted and unintelligible.
YouTube, it's your boy King Cobra back at it with another video. They got some KFC, man.
His food hacks have somehow become even more disgusting, unrecognizable piles of slop not even cockroaches would be interested in eating.
And I took it out of the microwave and I had to let it cool off for a significant amount of time because that microwave is high-powered. A high-powered microwave gets the job done. You might be looking at these mashed potatoes like, oh, that's bloody disgusting. Take an entire jar of smoked salmon, seafood dip. See the texture? See the coloration? Yes. It's not looking half bad. I'd definitely munch out on it. Oh, let it cool off overnight, though.
To make matters even worse, Jessica would soon show her nasty face again. On August 1st, Cobra would announce his breakup with Jessica in a video titled, "I'm Single." This would send Jessica into a mentally unstable frenzy. The pay pig Oink I mentioned earlier would buy Jessica another round-trip flight to Casper to go visit Josh. Despite Cobra stating on multiple occasions if Jessica ever came back, he would call the police and get a restraining order, Josh would end up letting her inside his trailer when she showed up. On September 3rd, Jessica would start a live stream inside Cobra's trailer, revealing she had made her way inside. Of course, an argument would soon break out between the two of them, which would all be captured live.
Are you live right now?
Yes.
Oh my fucking God, you said you weren't gonna go live.
Joshy, I've been live. I told you I was live.
Oh my God, you said you weren't gonna go live while you were here, and you're doing it.
I know, but I told you I went live early. Joshy, I have not shown you once. It's only been my fucking ugly goddamn fucking mug. I know I'm ugly. I will own it all day long.
It's not even about that.
I know, but the fucking Chris. Fuck him. I'm not doing this for anybody but myself.
You literally said I wasn't gonna go live because I don't want me and Josh getting harassed. And then
I know,
what do? You're going live.
Josh, I told you this like over an hour ago, Josh. Chris ruined this. Don't blame this on me.
I'm not blaming it on anyone, Jessica.
Chris ruined this.
You literally sat there and said, I don't want people to know I'm here, so what do? You go live.
But Chris ruined this. He fucking told everyone I was here.
Yeah, but you didn't have to reaffirm him.
I'm not reaffirming. Fuck him. Josh, please. I told you this. I don't even. Joshy, this is why we're so good together, because I will start a thought, but I cannot find the words, and you fucking literally a few words. You're like bing, bing, bong, I literally, Josh. Just because I'm all about communication doesn't mean I know every right word to say.
You literally said, I'm not going to go live because of Jessica Saga, and then when
it's not because of her. It's not all of these people. I'm doing this to take my goddamn power back. Fuck these. I'm not even going to say the words that I want to say.
They would continue to argue off camera for days, resulting in Jessica making disturbing claims that Josh was physically abusive to her, and she even posted a video where a noticeably distressed Cobra points a shotgun at his head while he screams about how he hates his life.
But why can I listen to everything you say, but you can't listen to what I have to say? And you
won't listen to what I say, so why should I listen to what you have to say? Respect is a two-way street.
Josh, I do listen to you. I told you about fucking I don't know movies, so if I have to ask you a question, you literally just bashed my head against the wall and trying to kill me.
If I was trying, I would have succeeded.
You said that the fucking first time in March. What have I done to you that your trolls haven't done that you want to...
I'd ask you the same question, Jessica. What have I done that your trolls haven't already done to you?
I haven't ever splashed alcohol on you. I was sitting...
I was trying to be cute with you, and you want to make it about this humongous bullshit nothing fight.
What do you mean?
You gotta make a fight about nothing, and I'm sick of it.
How is it a fight about nothing when I ask you when I'm sitting here, I'm wearing brand new clean pants, a brand new shirt. Please don't spill anything on me. I'm gonna wear this. How am I supposed to assume what you're thinking?
I'm so
What? So you're gonna shoot me?
No, I'd rather shoot myself.
Jessica would once again return home to Virginia Beach, but her psychotic feud with Cobra still isn't over. As of recently, she has been posting revenge porn of Cobra online as a last-ditch effort to try and get back at him. Josh would respond in a video on October 18th, 2024, claiming he was pressing charges on Jessica for this reason.
Jessica Boyle is revenge porning me. I will be pressing charges on Jessica Boyle because I'm not having this crap. She probably got drunk and pissed off and mad because she's no longer with me and decided to be all vengeful and spiteful. And I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Whether he is actually pressing charges or this is just something he is claiming to try and scare her off is yet to be discovered. If he hasn't actually followed through with it, he really should. Jessica has recently gone as far as saying if she had a gun, she would shoot Cobra.
That's gonna be me when I get a gun. And I'm gonna imagine shooting JFS in the head. That will be my get-off dream. Somebody's gotta put him in his place for what his daddy's too weak. His daddy's too weak of a fucking cuck-ass bitch.
So yeah, Josh absolutely needs to press charges or, at the very least, file a restraining order against her. And now, this is where Cobra's story comes to a close for the time being. He was once an eccentric young man full of life. He had dreams and aspirations regardless of how ridiculous they were. Now, Cobra has been reduced to a hardly functioning alcoholic wasting away in a trailer park. He is sometimes so drunk in his newer videos he struggles to put together sentences in a comprehensive manner.
Hello YouTube, it's your boy King Cobra. I emptied the last drink combo and I'm feeling pretty schnockered at the moment. Hope you're all having a fantastic Halloween season.
It's actually insane to watch the self-destruction of a man over the course of a decade. This has been the story of KingCobraJFS, the gothic bad boy of YouTube. If you made it to this point in the video, I really appreciate it. Thank you for taking some time out of your day to learn about this crazy gothic bad boy. And a massive shout out to all of my channel members and goated members. I appreciate the hell out of your guys' support. With all of that being said, I'm Nick Nobody, and until next time, I'm out.